Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 11 of the World Cup wrap-up. Apologies for the singlet. It is quite warm here today. It is full on. Is summer upon us? That is the question here in Australia. Saucy, let's get him in. Trimber, what's happening? We're getting to... Here we go. You've lost the plot, bro. Honestly, this football fever.
Come on, baby! Brazil's taking it home! Don't worry, they lost this morning. Don't worry about that. Right? Neymar will be back. Brazil will be firing. There's some big games set up, mate. Look, you know, we understand the Argentinians need to get past Australia first and England need to win their game. But the clash at the other end of that, if Argentina and England win, but we won't oversight that just yet. We'll talk about the previous games. But, geez, looking at the bracket, I'm pumped, Thomas. I'm pumped.
Let's get straight into it, I guess. South Korea beat Portugal and qualify. Uruguay defeats Ghana, but it's not enough. A bit of justice there. I don't know if you saw, but Ghana were done sauce. And then because they realised that Korea had scored, and because they got history with Uruguay, if you remember in 2010, the Luis Suarez handball, they got booted out in the last 8, I think it was, or the last 16. So no one likes him. And as soon as the Ghana fans realised that South Korea were going to qualify, they all started chanting Korea in the crowd. Oh, were nuts, mate. The biggest troll ever. The Uruguayans are probably thinking, oh, yeah, we've beat them. They're out. We've knocked them off again. And they've gone, we can't win it, and we can't make it. You can't make it either. And they just started trolling them in the crowd, mate. It was unbelievable. It was so good. The scenes after that South Korea game were amazing. Obviously, Son, just the pure emotion to get his nation, along with his fellow countrymen, into the last 16 was just amazing to see. The big fella from Wolves scored the winner, Sauce. Amazing, just amazing. Oh, there's been so many stories. He-Chan, that's who it was. Amazing stories in this World Cup. But the other group, which was one that it's just funny. This group has been the funniest group G. I know Brazil lost to Cameroon. The Cameroonese who scored took his top off. He was on a yellow in the game. He kicked the winner, got sent off.
Second yellow. Goodbye. See you later.
Doesn't matter. Cameroon finish off their campaign beating Brazil, which is a massive accomplishment for their country, regardless. So well done to them. And the other game, there was a bit of feeling in this on Sauce between the Serbians and the Swiss. It got
nearly a punch on.
And your boy,
Xhaka and Mitrovic.
Your
and I'll
boy,
tell you what, Xhaka has balls because Mitrovic is a giant. He's an absolute unit, right? I wouldn't be going toe-to-toe with him.
Yeah, the Swiss usually sit on the fence, and Xhaka's like, I'm not being neutral, mate. He goes, I'm going to be the reason why, if this kicks off, it's going to be because of me. He was ready to go. He was ready to go this morning. Unbelievable. They had to stop play for about 5 minutes because it was pushing and shoving, and the whistle.
Half the bench was on the pitch.
Yeah, it's like baseball benches cleared.
Baseball.
It's unbelievable. But you know, typical fashion, Serbia, they get in front and they lose this game. So no surprises. The Swiss win this 3-2. No surprise. Vlahovic starts. Vlahovic scores. No surprise there at all, Sauce. I don't know what his celebration was meant to mean subtly. He grabbed his package, mate, when he scored the goal and was like, I don't know what he was trying to get across with that celebration. Apparently it's subliminal. I don't know if it's a message to the coach because the coach hasn't played him. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on there. But he scored the goal to get him up 2-1, and then Yeah. Swiss were too good. Breakdown in defence. And that's all she wrote. Switzerland are through. Brazil are through.
One of the
Serbia.
goals that the Swiss scored that was absolutely just beautiful to watch.
Oh.
The little chip, dig ball into the box, back heel, off the side, and the player runs around from the front, loses his defender, and just finishes it in the bottom corner. Absolutely class.
It was.
They deserve to win. They deserve to win.
That's it for the group stage of sorts. Done and dusted. It's over. Finished. This is where it starts. This is where, I don't know, boys become men, if you can say. I don't know if you can even say that these days. Who gives a fuck? I said it anyway. Keep up the great content, Joe. Thanks, Butters. Appreciate you jumping in. Big matchups tomorrow morning. Big. Huge. We're going to start off. We're not going to go through all the games. We'll do them day by day. But tomorrow we have the Netherlands against the United States. Sauce looking so handsome. No wonder Manny loves you so much these days. Says Cage. That's pinned. Bang. How you going, Cage? Hope you're well. Dutch versus the United States. Your thoughts, Sauce, on this one?
It's going to be a good matchup. I mean, Netherlands are favoured, and as they should be, because they're, historically been a stronger nation in football. But US have come to their own in this tournament. I mean, they've only conceded 1 goal. So, having a strong defence is always going to hold you in good stead in these tournaments. And I think it's going to be a bit of, look, it would be interesting to see. I think the US maybe might come out and try to just pressure them in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Maybe they get the jump, a bit like what they did to England. They came out fast. They probably should have had a goal in that first 20, 25 minutes of the game, and then that gives you something to hold on to, something to, defend, and then maybe catch them on the counter for a second, or maybe see out the 1-0 victory. I just feel like that Netherlands, they lack a bit of creativity, and they do rely a bit on their pace and catching you on the counter. They've scored some good goals over this tournament where they've caught teams on the counter, caught them sort of short at the back, and then been able to work through nicely. But when you sort of sit in front of them and force them to play through you, they struggle a little bit. So, yeah, look, it's a big matchup. I can see the US causing an upset, but at the same time, I've got to go with Netherlands, just being the stronger nation. I think maybe this goes to extra time, and Netherlands win in extra time 2-1.
Yep, I've got the Dutch 1-1 after full time, and the Dutch winning this no matter what the result is after that. But I do believe, like you said, Sauce, I see United States upset on the cards. It is not out of the realms of anything.
They've played well this tournament. They have played well. And I'm just looking at, yes, you might look at the goals they've scored and, the goals they conceded. That's the easiest way to look at it. But if you haven't actually watched the games and, seen how they've been played in periods of games where they've actually dominated sides for 15 to 20 minutes. And that's football. That's, it's 90 minutes. You're not going to dominate the game for 90 minutes. There's going to be ebbs and flows throughout the game. And, you need to capitalize when you have that momentum within that period. So if they can do that and take their chance, Dom, I always say about taking the chance, taking that 1-2 chances that you're going to get, those good quality chances. You can take that chance. Why not? Why not? We've seen crazy results this tournament, and Netherlands have not impressed me. I'll be honest with you. They can't win the tournament, Netherlands. So, we're talking about a side that's probably, yes, maybe in the top 8 sides left. Maybe they scrape in 8th, 7th spot. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm with you. They haven't got the firepower. Cage says, what's up? You kangaroo kickers going to advance to the tourney. I picked Croatia before it started, sticking with my play. Haven't been impressed by anyone yet. US is young, haven't really been tested yet. If they go down and goal early, we will learn a lot. Yeah, well, they could make it to the last 8. So, your Le Monde co-host Andrew said, he said they could get their next tournament. But you know what? They've actually been pretty good. They've been pretty good, able to hold sides. Pick Croatia. That's a big gamble. Glad that you're sticking by it. The team that I picked to win the World Cup is Argentina. They play against Australia tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We will be live streaming this game. So definitely, while you have it on, have us on in the background. You can get some more of Saucy's reactions during the game. Argentina, I have down as a 2-1 winner. Source, I think our defending has been fantastic. That's what's kept us in the games. I think we'd be able to defend pretty well. Their pace on the wings aren't as threatening as a team like France. That's where we struggled against a team like France. They had Mbappe and Coman and Dembele, that just ripped us apart on the wings. I think we can hold them, but Argentina, unfortunately, will take the chocolates. I hope not. I hope we can grind it out, and there would be nothing more satisfying to me, Sauce, as an Aussie, if the Socceroos booed out Messi in this tournament.
In his last World Cup.
In his last World Cup. I couldn't care what happens to Ronaldo after that. The fact that I can walk around the person that always gives shit to Messi and say you got kicked out by Australia in the World Cup means more than anything. I'm telling you, so you do not understand. This probably means more than anything. When it's all... I hope Mitchie Duke gets on the scoreboard, and then... Actually, no, Matty Leckie to score, and then Mitchie Duke, if we do win, to get a nice one in damage time, which will be probably the 97th minute. Last second gasp, Source. VAR, ball just over the line, like how Japan kept it in, but us over the line on the goal line to win it. Poh.
That would be unbelievable, Dom.
I just want to see your reaction. I just want your reaction.
Exactly how this is going to go, right? This is exactly how it's going to go. Australia, if we can score the first goal and not go a goal down, if we can score the first goal, right, we will have something to hold on to. Then I will have hope that potentially maybe we can grind out a result. Maybe we can get it to penalties, something of the like, right? If we win, we are going to have to kick multiple goals. We will not be able to win 1-0 because we will not be able to keep a clean sheet against Argentina. I'm telling you right now, they're humming. They've got their mojo. The way they were playing, Messi is understanding his role in this side. If we give him time on the ball, good night. We're stuffed. You have to make sure you got the pressure on him. Don't let him turn and play those balls. When he plays those 1-2s, when Alvarez comes on the outside of the box, or Di Maria, or whoever it is, and he looks for that 1-2 off that play, you got to make sure you run with him and don't let him get open so he can find another pass or have a shot on goal. Di Maria has been unbelievable this tournament. He's going to be a danger man, so we've got to hold him. And then Australia, we have to defend for our lives and hope that we catch them on the counter-attack. They've been very good now being able to pressure teams after they lose the ball. Argentina, get it back very quick. I don't think we have the quality in midfield to be passing too much through the midfield. We might be able to string a few passes through there, but then we've got to try to get a long ball out to a winger and then try to get numbers into the box, get a ball into the box. That's been our best success this whole tournament. It's how we've scored a lot of goals, catching teams on the counter-attack. So, look, that's if Australia's going to win, that's going to have to be something. It's going to go something like that. But in all honesty, Australia's going to lose. We're going to lose by a minimum of at least 2 goals, 2+ goals. Maybe a 3-1, maybe a 4-1. I'll give us a goal because we have been able to score against most teams. So, why not? But in reality, Argentina has too much quality, and I'm not expecting too much from Australia. The fact that we've made it this far is unbelievable, and anything past this point is a bonus. But yeah, Argentina will have too much quality.
Fair enough. Kate says, Dom, so Source is key for the match. Don't stand there and watch Messi play with his balls. Check. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You let him.
If you let him scratch his balls, he will dim sim you all day.
Literally, he will destroy us. The blueprint is there for Australia. You just got to do what Saudi Arabia did. Give them 0 time on the ball, force them to turn the ball over, and then when they turn the ball over, you need to be in the counter-attack transition immediately.
Force them wide and force them put crosses in the box. Don't let them play in and around that box, and get tight at the top of the 18-yard box. Force them wide, put balls into the box. We'll be able to deal with that sort of thing. They don't have much height in there. Alvarez, Messi coming through there. There's not a lot of height. We should be able to deal with it with our centre backs, and hope for the best, Donna. Hope for the best and pray.
Definitely. Well, for the sake of my tip source, I want to get your tips so I can put them in as my tips in my competition. I don't know where I'm at the moment, but I'm going to ask you for just the result. We don't need to get into the game. France versus Poland, I've got 3-0. Good tip, bad tip.
Yeah, good tip. Good tip, because Poland be terrible. They'll struggle to create against France.
England, Senegal, draw. England to beat them in extra time.
All right, yep, can see that happening, yep.
Japan, 2-1 over Croatia.
Oh, massive. I mean, they pulled up some big upsets, so why not? Why can't they do it? I actually think this game will go to extra time. It might be decided in extra time. So, oh man, look, I don't know. I only had Croatia qualifying. I didn't think they would do as good as they did in the last tournament. So, I can see maybe why you picked that, and it's a good little sneaky one.
But I went Japan for the fact that they're just beating all the good teams. They struggle against terrible quality. They just seem to step up against quality sides like Germany, Spain, Croatia. That's probably the roughie out of all of them. Well, there is another one in there, but I genuinely think that they're going to win the game. So the next one, I got Brazil at 3-1 over Korea. I'm giving Korea the benefit of the doubt. Score a goal.
Yeah, give them a goal.
They should be humming back to their best as their well-oiled machine. I've got Portugal defeating Switzerland 1-0. I don't think Portugal are very good. They can get caught out in this game. It could go to extra time. It could go to penalties. I'm hoping that Portugal can just win it off the regular 100-minute game, because that's what it is now. It's 100 minutes. No such thing as a 90-minute football game in the World Cup. And then the last one, Morocco draw with Spain 2-2, and in extra time, Morocco boots out Spain, and they advance to the last 8. So that's who I've got.
See it. Morocco played well. Spain have struggled at periods of times, and I feel like, yeah, look.
And if you want an update, I was about 13 or 14 behind in this tipping comp. I was horrific, so I'll be honest with you. I was terrible. I scored 8 in the first round, and I was second last. I scored 4 points. I tipped in the second round, and what I was doing was I was just putting all the tips in before I was even watching all the group stage games, which was silly. But I'll tell you what, I've come out in the third round and said I'm putting my best foot forward. I topped the round by 3 tips, 14 I had. I've now cut it to only 6 behind the leader, and I'm ready to go. This is where I got to step up. I got to step up here, so.
You stuffed up when you got only 4 in the second round, mate. You could have
get
at least.
If I hit 8 there, I would have been 2 behind the leader. Yeah, inconsistent, but I dominated it. Sitting 10th, equal 10th. So we'll see how we go. That's my tips. Don't take my tips, take Saucy's, because he's been dominating. And don't worry, I've got another nice video of you coming out. Hopefully, if I can get it edited before I leave today. Just how you should react when you need one leg of your multi to get up. I got a lot of those reactions from the Argentina stream. You were fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious in that one. It's funnier than the Socceroos one, if you ask me. So, anyway.
The Socceroos was a shock.
I know. Anyway, take care, Saucy. Enjoy the day. Go to the Socceroos. Hopefully they can get the job done. We'll be on here tomorrow to talk about it. And until then, Saucy, enjoy the nice weather, because it's
beautiful outside.
30 degrees today. Celsius, not Fahrenheit for the people over in the States.
And the Lakers are versing the Bucks. Oh, man, that's what I'll be tuning into.
What a waste of time. Go get some sunshine, mate. Lakers are shit. Peace.
Can't argue with that.
See you, mate.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double curve.